everyone. Before we start today's video, I would like you guys to ignore background noises. I am in my village and there are some noises which are not in my control. There have been complaints that my voice was too low in last video, so I tried to correct it. Hopefully it works properly now. So let's start today's video. In my previous video on Android jobs, I gave brief explanation on what is AOSP. In this video, I will explain what is AAOS and how is it different from AOSP. Let's get started. AAOS full form is Android Automotive Operating System, also widely known as Android Automotive. So what is Android Automotive? It's a base Android platform that runs pre-installed IVI system Android applications as well as optional second and third party Android applications. Simply put, it's Android modified to accommodate automotive industry infotainment requirements. For people who are new to automotive domain, let me explain a bit about IVI, which stands for in-vehicle infotainment. IVI refers to the electronic systems in a vehicle that provides information, entertainment and communication services to the driver and passengers. Some of the common features are navigation, multimedia, your audio and video services, connectivity, your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi services, climate control, seat heating, air conditioning, which is very important right now in India, vehicle settings. And some of the advanced IVF features include voice control, speech services, gesture control, advanced driver assistance systems. I wanted to explain in detail about these features, but I realized it's making this video considerably long and decided to make it as a separate video. Please do check it when it's out. It's important to understand how Android Automotive relates to the overall Android ecosystem. Android Automotive is Android. It is not a fork or parallel development of Android. It is the same code base and lives in the same repository as the Android shipped on phones, tablets, etc. Android Automotive extends Android. In the course of building Android into a full-featured platform for infotainment, Google has added support for automotive-specific requirements, features, and technologies. Android Automotive is a full-stack, turnkey automotive infotainment platform, just as Android is for mobile today. Android Automotive now brings the power of Android to the car, where car makers can create powerful infotainment systems designed for the digital age. When we say Android Automotive is an extension of Android, let us understand what is the exact addition. Generally, the number of electronic control units (ECUs) in a vehicle can vary widely depending on the make, model, year and level of complexity. Basic cars typically have around 30 to 40 ECUs. Mid-range cars can have upwards of 50 to 60 ECUs. High-end luxury cars may have 100 ECUs, sometimes even reaching 150 ECUs or even more. Some common ECUs found in vehicles include Engine Control Unit ECU, which manages engine functions like fuel injection, ignition timing and emissions. Body Control Module, which controls various body functions like lights, windows, locks and mirrors. Climate Control Module, which regulates heating, ventilation and air conditioning. Infotainment system, which handles audio, video, navigation and communication systems. Safety systems includes modules for airbags, seat belt pretensioners, stability control and lane departure warning. As shown in the image here, ECUs communicate with each other using various networking mechanisms. Please note, the images used in this video are taken from the Android Automotive Book website and I hold no rights to them. In order to gain access to or control over these ECUs, Android Automotive needs to have access to these IVNs. The image here shows abstract layer architecture of Android Automotive with the division into 4 layers. If you see here, Google extended its AOSP system with car system applications, car APIs, car services, vehicle hardware abstraction layer to provide a fully functional vehicle agnostic in-vehicle infotainment operating system. So if you see here, you have the plain AOSP apps, you have the Android AOSP, Android managers, Android system services, and you have the traditional Android HAL. What's addition to AAOS is your car service. You have car managers, you have car services, and you have a vehicle HAL. This is the major addition which makes AOSP AAOS. And if you see here, you have the source code provided by Google, and you will also generally have OEM apps and also OEM specific HALs, and we'll have some third-party apps. Linux kernel is generally board dependent, so that it's a third party. The role of the vehicle HAL is to expose car-specific interfaces to the system services in an extendable vehicle agnostic manner, meaning it is not dependent to a particular vehicle. VHAL is a topic that takes hours to discuss, so there will be separate videos regarding this topic in future. This slide, Android Automotive and Android Auto, I have put only because when I was searching for job outside my previous organization with Android Automotive experience, I had this discussion with HR so many times, trying to make them understand that I don't have Android Auto experience, that Android Automotive and Android Auto mean two different things. People just didn't understand me. So, Android Auto and Android Automotive, how are they different? Android Auto is a platform that integrates your Android smartphone with your car's infotainment system. The infotainment system can be any OS, Linux, QNX, Android. It provides a safe and convenient way to use your phone's apps and features while driving. How does Android Auto work? You just have to connect your Android phone to your car's infotainment system using a USB cable or wirelessly, and the Android Auto app will automatically launch on your car screen if the projection feature is implemented in the infotainment. You can access your compatible apps and use voice commands or steering wheel controls to control them. So basically, Android Auto is a projection feature that is provided by an operating system. Android Automotive is an operating system and platform running directly on the in-vehicle hardware. It has a full stack open source, highly customizable platform powering the infotainment experience. Android Automotive supports apps built for Android as well as those built for Android Auto. Simply put, Android Automotive is an operating system, Android Auto is a feature in IVI. automotive service. This is a set of customer specific and technical services that are pre-compiled by Google and provided through a licensing model. The most important services are Google Maps and navigation. I guess no need to explain this as almost everyone uses this. And Google Assistant, voice personal assistant for controlling various vehicle functionalities, can be extended or give additional information to the user. Google Play Store, provision and management of third-party applications that are tailored to be used in the vehicle. Generally, Android apps are made compatible to run on phone, tablet or TV or automotive platforms. Setup Wizard, this is used to create vehicle user profile accounts and connectivity setup. Automotive keyboard, it's a keyboard adapted for the automotive industry to operate the touchscreen and support various languages. Basically, automotive keyboards have some restrictions like the keys should be easily identifiable, the font should be a specific size, because the main aim is to not distract user from or driver from their driving. The OEMs receive access to gas through an associated partnership with Google. This provides access to close communication and support extended technical documentation as well as the quarter pre-release versions with new updates and upgrades. Like if you have a collaboration with Google, they provide you support for Android updates. Like we had Android 14, now we have Android 15. So Google will support you to upgrade. Non-gas describes a platform version that does not require the integration of gas. The OEM simply downloads the freely available AOSP source code with car extensions and integrates its own applications and services. For Android Automotive, having a gas license is required if you want to use Google Apps. Finally, to summarize, AOSP is for mobile devices, AAOS is for in-vehicle infotainment. The customization level is extensive in AOSP. It's more limited in AAOS because we have to follow a lot of automotive industry guidelines. The focus is general purpose Android in AOSP. It's automotive specific features for AAOS. The targeted audience are consumers, your regular consumers for AOSP and automotive OEMs for AAOS. If you have liked the content of this video, please like and subscribe to get notifications for future videos. Thank you.